I paid off over $20,000 in debt and traveled to 3 continents in only 9 months. And this guy had something to do with it. I'm Brenda Trott. They call me the Make Money in Your Sleep girl, and I usually post videos about how to market your business with stupid, simple marketing techniques. But I'm going to go ahead and start throwing in some of this into the mix. You can call it manifesting, you can call it mindset. I call it plain old science and things that work. So this is just one video of a series that I'm doing to show you exactly what I did to work on myself that helped me stop self-sabotaging and make things happen. Now, I know that's a really icky thing to hear. Self-sabotaging? Are we really self-sabotaging? Well, let me just tell you the story about the bunny. It's the one where I get the most, really? That happens? And it almost sounds a little bit magical. So when I was very young, I was in kindergarten, only 5 years old, barely 5 years old. And I got to go to the PTA sale. I was given some money that my babysitter held on to, and I was allowed to go and buy something. I had no idea really what $1 was, much less $10. So I have no idea how much this stuff cost. All I know is that I went to this sale, and what immediately caught my eye was this large yellow basket with cellophane and a bow on top, and it had a bunch of stuff in there, but the only really thing I remember is this bunny rabbit. It was blue and it was this big, and I immediately fell in love with it. So of course, that's what I purchased and took home. And when I got home, I was so excited to show this to my dad, who wasn't there yet, but when he arrived, I was called into the living room, and he had a very stern look on his face. He was angry with me or disappointed. He had this way of like moving like one eyebrow up, and like it would instantly make me cry. And he almost did that, but I didn't know what I'd done wrong. Apparently there was a mix-up in the amount of money that I was given, because this babysitter was also given other money. And so when I made my purchase, the babysitter didn't have anything left. So my dad asked me what I bought, and I proudly showed him this gorgeous basket, and I couldn't wait to get the bunny rabbit out of it. And he took it and he gave it to this other woman who apparently was robbed of her money without me understanding. So what does that have to do with anything? I was 5 years old. What it has to do with is that for years after that, I would get to great places with my business or a different business. I would latch on, I would get these great paying jobs. I would have relationships, and everything would just crumble right when I thought it was at its peak. And so it has everything to do with my subconsciousness, and what my mind thinks is safe. Apparently, it's not safe for me to have these great things, so I do whatever it takes to get rid of it. Well, that doesn't sound very pleasing. It doesn't tell you anything about how I made this money, except it really does. What I did is, and I was starting to do this inner work with the help of a coach and with the help of some videos and all these different techniques. One of the techniques that I did is called rewriting the story. And I literally sat down and I wrote out everything that happened. And I let all of those 5-year-old emotions come up. I mean, the emotions of a 5-year-old. Maybe got a little weepy. By the way, everything I did that made a difference made me cry. Hopefully I don't cry in a video, but maybe one day I will. But you'll know that you're making progress when you get enough emotion to get angry, or to get or to actually be moved enough to cry. And I wrote the story out about how I'd lost this bunny and all of this horrible stuff. And then I burned it. But I didn't stop there. I went back after I burned this letter, and I let go of everything, and I told my subconscious, I don't need this anymore. And I literally rewrote that story. So I shouldn't even have this on film right now, because I rewrote that story. See, what really happened was I came home and I showed my dad this gorgeous bunny, and he's like, great, and he ate all the candy, and my bunny and we slept together every night, and he grew up with me. That's literally what I wrote. He grew up with me. It's really kind of amazing when you think about it. I think I actually might cry in this one, because not even 3 weeks after I had done all of that and felt better. You know, you feel lighter when you do these kinds of things. My dad sent me this guy in the mail. Look at him. He sent me my bunny. He'd traveled amount of years without me, and he literally grew up. So I know you watch a video about how I paid off debt in $20,000 worth of debt, and I tell you a silly story about a bunny that arrived years later. But I will tell you, if you keep watching my videos and you find these things in your life that may have happened when you were younger and you rewrite them, that is like a huge step. I ended up I still get money in the mail. The other day it was like a check for 7 cents. Who even writes checks? I got a check for 7 cents in the mail the other day. I still get checks in the mail. Who gets that anymore? I had inheritances from distant relatives. I ended up getting a career that I loved and keeping it, and for as long as I wanted, right? And so try to keep an open mind. Take that story. Think, what happened in your past that made you lose things? Or what happened in your past that held you, like made you think that it wasn't safe to make money? Or what happened in your past that made you think that you had to have debt? I'm actually working on a certification on helping people find exactly that. So if you want my help, there should be a link below that you can make a complimentary session. Hopefully that's still available, and I can help you at least uncover what it is that's keeping you from, or keeping you in debt, keeping you from paying all of that off. Again, my name is Brenda Trott. I hope you'll go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if this rang true for you, let me know what happened in your life that you can rewrite. I look forward to hearing it.